Greetings, everyone. Hi, it's me, Ms.Blue, the Oracle. Now, as you know, we are about to dive into Planet Remix. And as we get ready to get into the cipher, I do want to let you know that it is Planet Remix, and a lot of times we cover adult content. So at this time, if you have anyone who's a minor, I would suggest that you put your headset on or get yourself in a place where you can enjoy your time on Planet Remix. But until then, put the babies out, do what you need to do so we can be responsible while knowing our magic. This show, this information, we dive into a lot of things that are adult content. And so therefore, if you are a minor, I want you to stop what you're doing right now. And I definitely want you to get your parent or your guardian's consent before diving into the remix. Well, enjoy. Enjoy the share. Yeah, and keep knowing your magic. We just gotta be responsible while growing up on planet Earth. Oh my goodness. Peace and greetings. Wow. Wow. Welcome on in to Planet Remix Radio. I am your host, of course, Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle. Peace and greetings, Soul Family. I just want to welcome you guys on in. Listen, I got to give you some real-time magic and some real-time confirmation. Literally, for the last 20 plus minutes, I've been attempting to log in. Matter of fact, I attempted to log in even 15 minutes prior. So that's 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes ahead of time. And nothing was working. Everything was working. But nothing was working. But everything was working. Because what I totally forgot that was happening at this precise moment, I don't care where you are in the world or, first of all, let me slow down a little bit, but welcome on into Planet Remix Radio. I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle, and I want to welcome you on in. So no matter what part of the world you're listening in from, good morning, good night, good afternoon, good evening, all that good stuff, I'm so glad to have you here joining me. I do want to let you know the Blue Room is open. So, come on over and tap into the Blue Room. I'm going to give you those cosmic directions in just a moment, as well as I will be taking your calls tonight. So you do want to get on the phone lines if you have a question. If you have a question for me, this is a great night to get on the phone lines, and I'm going to give out that call-in number, but I do want to take this time to welcome you all in. I'm sorry I'm moving at the speed of kind of like 1,000. It has been a busy weekend for me, a very productive weekend for me. A lot of clarity and a whole lot of things, and I know you've got your clarity as well. So, yeah, but I want to talk about it. I want to talk about this download that I got that has to do with spiritual sound waves. By the way, happy September. Can you believe we are in fall time? If we're in the northern hemisphere, it is officially fall. Never mind that the weather is doing its own thing, right? Never mind that. We are officially in the month of September. So happy Born Day to all of our September babies. Definitely happy Born Day to all of our Virgos out there. Because it is Virgo season. And as a Virgo mama, I got a Virgo baby. Happy Born Day to all the Virgos on the planet. Yeah, just some amazing beings. But let me tell you exactly what went down. So really, for the last hour plus, I have been attempting to log in, but I want you all to really hear me clear. Log into my computer. 1 minute it says I'm online. The next minute it says I'm not. The next minute it tells me there is no internet available. The next minute it lets me know that things on my system is outdated. I need to upgrade my browser. I need to upgrade my virus protection. I need to upgrade everything on my computer. So I paused for a moment because I knew that wasn't true. It was just on the computer. But I said, you know what? We're going to restart it. We're just going to shut everything down and we're going to restart it again. And that's what I did. Stay with me because there is just power in this message coming through right now. So I rebooted the computer, waited for her to get herself in that very, very sweet spot. And as I got it in that sweet spot, it said no internet. So I checked to make sure the internet, everything was connected, and it wasn't. And suddenly it dawned on me. Spirit is trying to tell you something, because I seen all my guides standing in front of me. And they smiled and said, just wait, Blue. Just wait. Just give it a minute. Just wait. So I waited. I kept looking at the time, but I waited. I waited, and I waited. And then it dawned on me. The moment Venus went direct, the moment Venus went direct, it was time to log on. Oh, don't you love it when you are covered from head to toe, when the divine got your back, when your ancestors, spirit guide, God, the universe, your higher self got your back. When it seems like many have turned their backs, it's still so many, seen and unseen, that has your back. But more importantly, no one can have your back if you don't have your own back. And trust and believe, I got my back. And I say that to all of you because we've had a lot of planets go in retrograde. And believe you me, retrograde is not a bad thing. And in fact, Venus retrograde is a beautiful thing for me. In fact, I was born with Venus retrograde. So I'm not new to this. I'm true to this when it comes to understanding about relationships. And first, that relationship that is connected with myself. And I understood of these 40 plus days that it was time for me to fall in love, fall deeper in love with me, deeper in love with myself. As I see myself growing, continuously evolving, transforming, learning, and even stepping further outside of my comfort zone, which we talk about this all the time. It is a beautiful, never-ending story when it comes to our growth. And a lot of times I really, really know this to be true. If you sit in your silence, notice I didn't say in the world's silence. Notice I didn't say in others' silence. Sit in your silence. Things will reveal themselves to you and become clear. Nothing you have to do. It will show up. And so much of this time that we're in has to do with relationships. In fact, everything on this planet is dealing with relationships. But now that we have these transits that are happening in the sign of Libra and in the sign of Aries, it really is about relationships. This new full blue super moon, that we will not be able to be in this frequency, in this energy again until 2037? Are you kidding me right now? This is not something to play with when it comes to what is on your heart. And so the question is, there are some doors that you need to leave closed. There are some things that showed up in your life, see, because you are showing up for you. And a lot of people, they don't really like that shit. Not really. Not really. They not really for that with you.
because they don't have a deep understanding of who they are. And quite frankly, so many people right now, mine has led them into the wrong direction. And so they're chasing after relationships that really wasn't a relationship. And I'm talking friendship, I'm talking sisterhood, I'm talking brotherhood, I'm talking whatever hood you want to equate that to. That this was built off of some very, very shaky energy. But it has revealed itself to you. And so the question no longer becomes, what is wrong with that person? What is wrong with that job? What is wrong with my sister? What is wrong with my brother? What is wrong with my friend? What is wrong with them? What is happening to the world? It's, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to let go of? Where are you going to stop putting energy? Where are you going to stop pretending? What are you going to stop connecting yourself with when you already know something just don't feel right? And I'm not talking about on the surface feelings. I'm talking about deep down in your spirit. Because in order for you to grow, sometimes you gotta let go. You gotta let some shit go. And I'm not talking about destruction. I'm saying gracefully. I'm saying peacefully. And sometimes even silently. You have to let it go. Because what is at stake right now is you. Is you. And you have to begin to start asking yourself that question. What is it that I need at this moment? What is it over the course of these last 30, 40 days that I've been feeling so deep in my heart that I'm ready to move forward on, that I'm ready to take action on, and I'm ready to go in this direction, even if I'm the only one going in this direction, even if the people around me don't understand this direction, even if it pissed some people off about going in this direction, even if it means letting it go, letting it all go. What if it means that? Are you worth it? Do you feel you're worth it? That you can do this? I want this to be a reminder, because many of you are kind of feeling a little bit of this energy, like you want to give up, that you're losing hope, that maybe what you thought was possible, it just ain't possible for you. This is not that moment. It's not that time. It's not that time to give up. It's not that time. It's not. But on the flip side, maybe you think you got this shit all figured out. And you don't need anybody, nobody. And you're not listening to nobody. And you don't care what anybody has to say. You're going to do it. good luck with that. Because that may not go exactly how you think either. We need to get into a place of harmony, of recognizing that it's not all or nothing. It can be all and something. And we can do this from a place that is filled with love. We can do this from a place that keeps us in our integrity of who we truly are. We can do this from a place that keeps us mentally evolving, keeping our mind evolving, and not allowing our mind to run the show. I'm going to touch on childhood wounds for just a moment. I mean, after all, for a lot of us around the world, it is coming upon Labor Day. What are you giving birth to? What have you birthed into this world? What have you created mentally, physically, spiritually? What have you given birth to? Is it all a mirage? Or is it something real? Is it something real? Something that touches you in your soul? We are definitely quantum leaping and timeline jumping at this particular time. And there's a lot of things that's happening out in the sound waves on the planet. And the frequency knob has been turned all the way up. And so you are able to tune in, tap in, and hear everything. But it doesn't matter about that, because we have to learn how to make sure that we are listening for what we say we are truly about. I want you to think back 7 days ago from today. Because in these 7 days, you have been blessed with an opportunity that some of us rarely pay attention to. Your actions, your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings have revealed who you really are. I need you to say, I love it. I need you to say, I love it. Because if anything in there presented itself in such a way that that is not something you would like to be, now is the time to make the changes. The people you've been hanging around, if someone were to say to you, and I heard someone say this the other day, you are just like your friend. You are just like that person you hang around. If that offends you in any way, I need you to stop. I need you to turn around. And I need you to not go back. In any way, something that is connected to you. Someone says, you are exactly like he is. You're exactly like her. You're exactly like this person. And this is where you're spending your time? Ask yourself the question, why? Why am I doing that if it is not serving me? Why? This month of September brings in such beautiful, powerful energy, as with every single month. September is sort of that little ticker, because you know we are going into, and again, those in the northern hemisphere, we are going into the winter season externally in the northern hemisphere. But what season are you in? Because you need to have a good grips on that, because that's going to let you know what the terrain is going to be looking like as you move forwardly. As you move forward, as you pursue these things of your hearts, as you go about your day-to-day life, as you communicate with people. If you're talking to someone who's in a winter season and you are in springtime, that may become a little challenging. But if you understand your season, and you understand what season you are approaching, meaning physically in the 3D, then you can navigate it a little different. But just some things I want you to think about, because this month is all about frequency and energy. And really, I felt the energy coming in towards the end of August. And so you're going to be feeling all of the frequencies from the highs to the low on the planet. The goal is you must strengthen your aura. And you must condition your mind. If your mind is not conditioned, it will seek to find the lowest, strongest vibration available in the 3D world, and it will begin to start pulling that energy towards you. You will start hearing things, seeing things, feeling things. And it's nothing wrong with that. But when it becomes overwhelming, I need you to stop, and I need you to tap into your magic. I need you to start getting your spiritual practices together. See, doing this work and being awaken, if we call it, being woke. I don't even know what the term is anymore on earth, but whatever that is to you, we got to stop treating this like we are urgent care, like it's an ER room. And all of a sudden the emergency hits and we want to go run to the ER expecting to get a pill, expecting to get a word, expecting one thing to solve a problem that has been going on for quite a while. For quite a while. But if you're constantly working, if you're constantly having your practice, and it doesn't matter what that practice is, if that's getting up in the morning and stretching, doing a little yoga, doing some meditation, doing some prayers, sitting in silence, looking at the sunset, walking in the park, doing some toning, whatever that work is, it needs to be there. You cannot tell me that something in your life is more important than giving yourself 5 to 10 minutes a day. What could be more important that you don't have time for you? If you found yourself saying that statement, I just want you to stop. And I want you to really think about what you are offering up. What are you putting on the line when you say, I don't have time? I don't have time for me. What are you saying? What are you really saying? This is why self-love is key. It's a part of the essentials, the essential packet for growing up on planet Earth. And it will solve 99. You know how Jay-Z say, I got 99 problems? 99 problems, but you won't be one. If you were to invest in your self-love. And that's more than lip service. It's not about talking about loving yourself. It's not about that. It's a experience. It's deeper than that. And yes, I will quote myself, self-love is the new shadow work. Because contrary to popular belief, shadows exist everywhere. You no longer have to look for a shadow. Now, maybe when some of us were young, itty bitty kids, we would go outside and we would attempt to see if the sun would show us our shadow. You don't have to look for shadows anymore. Just look at your surroundings. Just look at your friends. Look at the work you're doing in the world. Look at the things that you're manifesting. Oh, you can't tell me where the shadows are not showing you right in your face. You see them. You hear them. You feel them. So self-love, oh, that's the new shadow work for sure. For sure. For sure. Now, don't get me wrong. Everything that comes to you is not a reflection of you. I've never subscribed to that. Some things come to you for you to wake the hell up and realize this is no good for me. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it sounds like. I don't care what it acts like. I don't care what it can do. I don't care what it's capable of. I don't care about the gifts. I don't care about none of that. This is no good for me. You got to know that. You got to know that about yourself. And so these values, you know what values are? Values are vortex. They're vortex that exists from within. You know how we have vortex that open up on the planet? You have values inside of you. And if you open up all of your values, you don't have to worry about getting sucked into a vortex. But if you don't have values, every vortex, you will feel the pull of a vortex. Put the values down. Recognize you are broadcasting. Your magnetic field, your energy field is broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The universe doesn't give you what you ask for. It gives you what you are. Period. What you are. And sometimes you get tested on what you are. And it will send you shit, literally, to see, are you going to accept this or are you going to reject this? What are you going to do? And then on the reverse side, some things will come to you, but the universe will not allow it to reach you. It will not allow it to even enter into your sphere. It will sit in a holding space. You know, sometimes back in the day when virus protections would come out, they would say, I caught a virus. And they would hold it in, I forgot the word they would use, like an incubator or some sort of space. It would block it off so it wouldn't have access to nothing else. And you got to know that you are worth it. And more than knowing that you are worth it, you got to know, if this goes against my own spiritual integrity, then there's another way. There's another way that I can get that money. There's another way that I can get that good gift. There's another way I can feel high. There's another way that doesn't destroy who I am in the process. A lot of times we have submitted to our own self-destruction. That song was so powerful when it came out. I remember being young, singing it, and probably not even realizing the ramification of the words as that mantra came across. Self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. How can you be excited about being ahead and headed for your own self-destruction? But often we are. It's destroying us, but we are headed for self-destruction. And we are marching right along into the self-destruction. But I'm here to tell you, you can turn around and you don't have to be headed for self-destruction. You don't. But it requires you to get off your ass, do some research, do some work, connecting with your ancestors, God, the universe, and the spirit, and asking for help and finding another way. Where there is a will, there is a way. We can find a way to get ourselves involved into some very sticky, tricky situations. And we need to keep that same energy when we're trying to get out of some of these self-destructive habits. We have to. And then the portion of that is we have to get real with ourselves. I've been saying this for years, and I've always told you guys, I talk to myself all the time, and I say, self, we done effed up, self, and we got to do something different, self. Self, this ain't right, self. We don't feel good about this, self. So we got to do something different. Self, why are we down here when we need to be up here? And I'm not talking about levels as far as comparison to anybody. I'm talking about comparison to ourselves. Why are we doing this when we know we should be doing this? See, you can't be afraid to ask yourself a question that you ask everybody else. See, when people let you down in your life, you're ready to pop that mouth. But what about when you let yourself down? Do you pop that mouth at yourself, or do you sit there and say, it's okay, everything's all right, we can just do it, it doesn't matter, everything is fine? Sometimes that's needed. But sometimes we got to take an honest look and say, no, this ain't right. This is not right. I'm not saying beat yourself up, because that's not what it's about. But you got to be real with yourself. And if your mind is leading you, that right there, oh no, if your mind is not conditioned, oh, you got to recondition your mind. Your mind shouldn't be leading anything as far as those things that come from your heart and your spirit. That is not a mind's job. And if you give it to your mind, then this could possibly be the reason the reason. But I say all of that to say it's okay, because you can stop it today. You can stop it at this moment, and you can do something different. And doing something different changes everything. Never let someone tell you it's too late. It is never too late. It is never too late. Never. I don't care what age you are. I don't care what kind of health condition they say you're in. I don't care what kind of mental condition they say you're in. I don't care what kind of physical condition they say you're in. I don't care what your relationships look like. I don't care what jobs you done lost. I don't care what money you done lost. I don't care what friendships you done lost. I don't care what has happened. It is never too late. The only person that gets to determine that is you. Now, of course, I'm only talking about your actions, because you can't expect everyone to turn around when you decide that today you're going to keep it real or be who you really are. No. It doesn't work like that. But this is about you. This is about you and your focus on you. And no one should know that better than you. Everything here on Planet Remix is about you recognizing that you got the power. You got the power. There is absolutely nothing that I'm doing that you cannot do. But wait a minute, let's not be foolish. And I say that respectfully. Let's not be foolish. When I say what I can do, I'm talking about you. You have a superpower. I have a superpower. We all do. And that looks extremely different in every one world. And it should. Your specialty is your specialty. My specialty is my specialty. That's what makes us unique. That makes us unique. And a lot of time we waste time chasing other people's dreams because we're afraid to dream for ourselves. So as we usher in this season, I'm going to ask that you join me in being committed to, number one, loving yourself, like really loving yourself, tapping into your specialty, and moving yourself forward, and not being afraid to let some things go. If it hasn't been working over these last couple of months, maybe it's not supposed to work. Maybe there's a class you need to take. Maybe there's more you need to learn. Or maybe that's just not for you. Maybe the timing is off. Maybe you need assistance. But to keep marching forward and being unfulfilled and being burdened by not seeing the progress of what you're putting out and what you're doing, and thinking you're still going to do it your way, alone, no matter what people tell you, because a lot of times people are just not coachable and they're not sociable. Two things: not really coachable and not really sociable. and it's not working, that you will give yourself a chance to find another way. Find another way. And it doesn't have to be here on Planet Remix. It can be anywhere. It's a big, wide world out there. But you find another way. And that you stay committed to loving you. To really loving you. Really loving you. And you take the time to love you. Some words, some actions, and things that are said, you can never take back. You can never take it back. You can never take it back. Be mindful of that in your actions, in your deeds, and in the things and the words that you're saying. Some things you can never take back. You can't unhear. You will never be able to unsee. It's there forever. But that's not even important. It's what are you going to do from here? How are you going to move forward from here? So, this month of September, do you remember? I love that song. As well as I feel like falling in love. Because this is a good month to fall in love. So, I wanted to share that with you all as we dive into Planet Remix at this time. How's everybody feeling? How are we all doing? It is well over 140 plus people in the Blue Room. Let's get those likes up so our soul family can find us. I do want to give out the call-in number. 515-605-9794 is the number to call. Press 1 once you get on the phone lines, because that's going to let me know that you want to talk to me. I got a couple of announcements. I want to give some shots out. And of course, I want to speak to each of you that come on the phone line. Listen, it's been some busy times, but I want to give a big shout out. First of all, let's give a big shout out to our moderators in the building. We got Mr. Lance in the building, Lola Falana, and also want to give a big shout out to Mr. Dante as well. So I want to give a big shout out to all of the moderators in the building. Love them. And they're going to make you feel right at home and welcome coming on in. So glad you guys are coming on in. Happy Born Day. There you go. To the Virgos in the building, all of the Virgos, I want to say welcome. If you're new here, this is your very first time listening in. Welcome to Planet Remix. Listen, one of the best places in the Milky Way galaxy, hands down. So we want to welcome you on in. Now, to come on over and join the galactic, I don't even know, the galactic, I want to say something, oh my goodness, our galactic Blue Room. Let me tell you how you can do that. You just come on over to YouTube. And once you get into YouTube, what I want you to do is I want you to type in Blue, B-L-U-E. And then I want you to type in Raz, R-A-S, and then Berry, B-E-R-R-Y. And that's going to get you locked in. Blue Raspberry. And come on in. And that's going to get you locked in. The other thing I want to say is thank you so much for those of you who have been donating to Planet Remix and sending those gifts in. Truly, truly so grateful and for each and every single one of you. It does help us with furthering the work we're doing in the world, in the galaxy, for Planet Remix and for the Soul Family and everything that we do. So just want to welcome you all in, everyone coming in. We're going to do some Blue Room shots out in just a moment, but I want us to get on this phone lines. Listen, we need to get on these phone lines because I want to talk to you guys, and it's some other things. Okay, so here we go. Remember what I told you. The self-invested workshop. I'm going to be giving you some updates and notification as soon as things are in alignment. That's going to be coming here within the week or the next week. I want you all to know that because we're going to be doing self-invested this year. It will go down, but it is going to start later in the month of September. So it will be this month. I also have some workshops that's going to be coming up. And I'm really just waiting on Spirit to really just, hey, give me them orders. Give me them orders for self-invested. I am so excited. I don't want to speak too much on it, but I want you to know that I am truly grateful and blessed and so excited about this season of self-invested. We're going to be doing a lot of work when it comes to one of the things that I love the most, and you guys know that. So we'll talk more about that a little later, and we'll be getting into that. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that. I am. We might be doing what we did way back in the day, and many of you remember this. And if you were a part of the priestesshood, you remember this. We kind of had like a open house, a welcome call to tell you all about it. And everyone got on the call and we would go through and tell you everything about self-invested, what it was going to be, just like the priestesshood, everything we were going to cover and what we were going to go through, and then kind of allow you to make your decisions there. So we probably will go back to that format. It's something I've been doing and we started doing well over 10 years ago. And so, you know, might kind of open up with that, but I really have some things that's kind of never been done before. I know that's a big word, but yeah, and we'll be doing it that way. At least never been done with self-invested. And then the other thing that I want to share with you all that's going to be coming up is the Galactic E-Files Volume 4. Ooh, my goodness. Yeah. So just kind of want to put those things out there right now. Please make sure you follow us, like and subscribe. Follow us to when we're going live on YouTube or when we're going live on social media. Make sure you stay connected or even get on the text line. You guys, and I'm going to put that text line in there because I have something that's coming up. It is a surprise, so I'm not going to say too much about it, but just text, I want to be a part of Planet Remix, to 512-359-3414. That's 512-359-3414. And just say you want to join the Planet Remix text line, and we'll get you set up. You'll be on the text line. Now, if you're on the text line, there's a lot of different things I can do. And even though you guys can text me back, I just ask you, please, if you got a lot to say, and I love it, I'm here for it, please do not text it. Send me an email, okay? Send me an email. Because if you text it, I got to pay for all of that. Me. So, short messages, yeah, we can kind of go back and forth, but if you got a lot to say, which y'all have a lot to say always, please email me, questionforblue@gmail.com. Now, here's the other thing that I am going to be talking to you about, because this is going to drop too. I don't really have dates for this. Bear with me, but I will be opening up my sacred records because I'm going to be doing one-on-one sessions again. And so I know many of you have emailed me. Many of you have been waiting. If you're on the wait list, you're not going to lose your spot. These are spots that I had open for me for other things and other times that I was doing sessions. So I have some other slots that I will be putting out. So you'll get that information. You don't need to email me. I'm going to announce it here when I'm ready. I'm going to announce it here when I'm ready. And you guys will know exactly where to go and how to get yourself in contact if you want to have a one-on-one session with me. So, yeah. So that's pretty much it. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to listen to a little bit of Baby Blue. Let's do that.
La 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 la, the remix. Hey, this is Baby Blue. And remember, if nothing else moves you, life will.
Oh, it's so true. If nothing else moves you, life will. Say it with me. If nothing else moves you, life will. If nothing else moves you, oh my goodness, life will. Life will. Life will. Oh, absolutely. Oh, Lola Falana, don't give them that. That's the text number, not a voicemail. Text number. That's a text number. Yeah. That's a text number because I can't get to them. Don't send me a voice message. Text me. Yeah, text me. Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah. There you go. All right, so listen. I was going to tell you all about an amazing show that I watched, but it's going to be long. I'm going to be long-winded, so we're not going to get to it tonight, but we got to talk about it because it's pretty good. Pretty good. I enjoyed it. So, but I want us to get ready to go to the phone lines. I just feel like there's something else I meant to tell you guys, but that's okay. I'm gonna share it with you guys. I'll share it with y'all in a minute, but look, this is all I'm gonna say to you. You want to get on that text line because I'm going to be doing something. I've gotten this opportunity. I've been invited to do it for over 2.5 years and I haven't. And I'm finally in the process that I said yes, and I'm going to bring you with me. But if you're on the text line, that's the only way you're going to get the invitation. It's really through the text line. So be on the text line or follow me on Instagram. Yeah, follow the remix_radio on Instagram. Make sure you follow because text line and Instagram probably will be the only way you will get a notification about it. And you're going to have to go in the story to see it. It's not going to be on Front Street like that. So I want you to get into that. So I'm excited about that. But that's how I'm going to put that out. It was something else. I just said, ooh, I should have wrote it down. I really should have wrote it down because there's so many things. Don't worry. The Galactic E-Files this month. Oh my goodness. A lot of things. But yeah. So anywho, we're going to get ready to go to the phone lines. I've been outside lately, you guys, a lot. Your girl is golden. I love it in the summertime. I love the golden tone that the kiss of the sun can only give you. Now, I'm not outside like that because it's a little too hot outside, but I definitely love being outside and make sure that I can get some of those golden rays. I really have been loving it. I've been absolutely loving it. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get ready to go to the phone lines. I want you to have your question ready. I might give out a crystal tonight. The crystals have really been talking to me. I walked in the room the other day and all of them had something to say. I was like, my goodness. Because here's the thing. This super blue full moon was another wave of consciousness that happened. And so there were thousands upon thousands of people who woke up on the planet during this super full blue moon. So many of you receive messages, and so many of you receive visitations from the Pleiades. If you know, the Galactic E-Files Volume 3. But many of you have been touched, have been sort of given that christen from the Pleiades and that energy that is on the planet at this particular time. So, make sure you're journaling. Make sure you're, keeping sort of the way, keeping this energy. Yeah, some of the symptoms you may be feeling is a little bit of drain of your energy. And that is really just to help you get into alignment. These upgrades come in, but we have to, we absolutely have to have our physical bodies ready for these integrations that are happening with us as well. So, I want to remind you, don't forget, if you don't have the H2O, I think there's still some available H2O elevation. You definitely want to get that. The CO2 and H2O, the fire magic, you definitely want to download. They'll put the link in there for all of those digital products. They're things that you can begin to work with so you can learn how to get more in tune with your energy, how you're running your energy through your physical, your mental, and your spiritual body, how to clear your mind and sort of open your heart and be in a position to be ready to receive and listen to your intuitive voice more clearer than ever. And these are products that were handcrafted by myself and the divine that puts you in the total driver's seat of your world. So you can start learning how to do these techniques to run energy through your body for grounding, to elevate you so that you're taking in more energy, so your food is digesting better, so that you're sleeping better, your mind is clear. Your heart is wide open, you're open to receive, and your auras are nice and strong. So they're great tools for working with at this particular time. And you definitely want to tap in, go over. You can read the reviews because they really speak for themselves, and you can see what other star beings are doing. By the way, speaking of star, remember the show? You guys definitely want to go back and listen to the show that we did. Let me see when we did this show. And then we're going to go to the phone lines. I promise after we do the room shout outs. But the show that we did about 22 days ago called Starlight Wisdom. You guys remember that show, Starlight Wisdom? And how beautiful. Nicki Minaj just dropped her song the other day, and it's called Starlight. Isn't that amazing? All in perfect alignment with everything. So I just wanted to mention that because it was just some beautiful correspondence. If you haven't listened to her song, you definitely want to go check it out. I love Nicki Minaj. It has some great vibes in there that really talk about that energy. But we have a lot of the crystal energy vibrating on the planet at this time. On Instagram, I did that post, but I really want to do something a lot more in depth. Going into crystals, another one of my loves there to be talking about the crystals and the crystal energy on the planet, whenever we get an upgrade, whenever there is a major flow of consciousness. So we just had a whole wave of consciousness just being splattered literally all over the planet. And so many people all over the world are waking up and have, under this blue super full moon that we just have, they're going to be asking questions. And a lot of those questions, they're going to be asking many of you. So, handle with care, like you would love for someone to handle you when you're first learning about who you are and waking up that you're more than just your physical body, and understanding the concept that all is one and that you are unique and divine, and there is a greater purpose here that starts in the unseen world and you can manifest into the seen world. Really, lead them, share Planet Remix with them, share your story, what work you're doing, and really be of assistance, because that's what's really needed at this time. Modern culture puts something, I really am intrigued by this question. She says, but I noticed these spiritual live chats, nobody in comments section ever helps you. They never try to assist you with getting clarity when you ask, I don't know why. Well, I don't know if you mean the comment in the live chat or you mean the comment after the show. But I can assure you here in Planet Remix, we do assist. Our moderators assist, and all of the soul family will assist. Just keep in mind, it's a lot of people that have a lot of questions. And, if there's an opportunity for you to come on and ask your question, that is always there. But it's always someone there to assist you. So maybe you haven't hung out in these cosmic streets, because we're a little different over here. We really are. In a beautiful way, I would like to say. So we're going to go to the phone lines. But before we do that, we're going to give some shots out. And I would love for you all to let us know what city, what state, what country you are representing while you're tuning in to Planet Remix. Yeah, let us know. Okay, we got Tingly, Kari, ASMR representing Ohio. Ooh, I love you guys' names. Griffin is in the building. Squirrel is here representing Virginia. Priestess Nadra representing Boston and Ethiopian vibes. Coming on in, Mar is representing New York. Maria is representing Detroit. Mystic Mama is representing the Detroit city. Eternal Life the Alchemist, love the name, is representing Arkansas. Matter of fact, that crystal, that clear quartz crystal that I use, which is one of my favorite, came from Arkansas. It was hand picked out of the mine and sent to me. Davina representing Columbus, Ohio. Michelle is here representing the ATL. Miss Pinky is here representing the Bay. Welcome on in. Obaya is representing Asheville, North Carolina. What a beautiful place. Nancy R is representing Oklahoma City. Welcome on in. Let's see. Wizza Kelly is representing Las Vegas. Oh my goodness. Las Vegas, the waters are out. Sharon Waters, speaking of waters, is from Fountain Hills, Arizona. More Arizona. Rini is representing Rochester, New York. Welcome on in. Brother Man is here from Houston, Texas. Welcome on in. Nikidra is representing the Bay. And we have Niwa. Is it Niwa? Ninwa or Niwa representing Seattle. Locked for Life is representing California. Purple Heart is representing Brooklyn, New York, my birthplace in the building. Welcome in. Benjamin is representing Memphis, Tennessee. And Roberta Spy is representing Georgia. Welcome on in. Futuristic Gal is representing Detroit. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. All right, Geo is in the building. Shouts out to Geo. And Gail in the building representing Los Angeles, the city of angels. Katora is here representing Connecticut. And the Honey Alchemist, I'm going to get that name right. If you know, you know. Representing Florida. Welcome on in. Welcome on in, everyone, all of our international listeners listening from all over the world. And whether you are listening from the past and you have traveled to the time such as now, or you have come from the future to meet us in this present moment, I want to welcome you to Planet Remix. Oh, and Benjamin is Sheila's son. Oh, special shout out. Welcome on in. April DeCrystal is representing H-Town in the building. Welcome on in, Planet Remix. Oh yeah, y'all know what this is. That's that sexy, kinky, saucy. Oh my goodness, Marjorie is representing North Carolina. Shouts out to Marjorie, Lady Grace, and shouts out to the hubby. Welcome on in. Mod or Culture is representing the Bay Area. Welcome on in. Nisha is representing the BK and NYC. Welcome in. Almighty Justice, Virginia is in the building. Infinite Wisdom, representing Vegas.
Hello? 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 Ms.Blue? Hello?
Okay, I can hear you now. I'm sorry. That was me. I kind of.
Wait a minute. Hello, wait a minute. Verify this. Is this Miss Blue?
Yes, it is Miss Blue who's on the line.
Hot darn it, girlfriend. I almost fell asleep listening to the race cars on the track. Miss Blue, I love you. I'm trying to get so excited. Last time I talked to you, the phone connection went out.
I know. You know what? This is what I want you to do. Take me off speaker and come real close so we can hear you nice and clear.
Last time I got you. Okay, I tell you what. YouTube and everything.
Yeah.
Girl, oh God.
I love it.
Oh,
I love it. I love it here. I love it here.
Hello, love.
There you go.
My beloved. My beloved. Oh, Sleepy Huey gonna have a fit tonight.
Oh, this Sleepy Huey's mom. How are you?
Hey, Blue. Girlfriend, sister girl. You know what? I'm gonna make this short because you know what? I love you so much.
Oh,
and
love you
my energy when I get like right now, girl, I feel like I can reach out and touch you. Literally.
You
but
can.
I tell you what, I'm gonna keep this short.
Yes.
Because I don't want the connection to go out.
Yes.
But Blue, I hadn't talked to you since January. And I tell you what, it's 9 months later, and I have given a new birth to something else better. How about that?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I
Blue,
love it.
the work looked like it hadn't been being done, but I know I have been doing the work because
That's right.
Lord knows I am nothing like I used to be. Oh, girl, I love you. I love you so much.
I love you too.
I've been listening to you talk to other people, even to my kids, and that's probably them beeping in right now. But they better sit their butt down somewhere. Blue. Oh my God.
Well, listen.
Only thing, look, Blue, I got a lot of questions, but you know what? I don't want no questions. You just read me like how I am. That's on. You know what? I have so much. I wish you was my sister. I can pick up the phone because I heard you how you done moved your daughter and everything.
Yes.
Blue, you know what, girl? I miss and I love you.
Oh, thank you. I love you as well. Do this for me because I'm going to read your energy, which I'm doing that right now. But what I want you to do is, because we got a lot of new listeners that's listening in that may not have caught the whole January. But I want you to just kind of, in your own words, take your time and share with them how Planet Remix, how I have assisted you. I trust it's been great, but some of the things that you really were able to make a change, make some sound waves, because that's what we're talking about. Spiritual sound waves that are really about transformation, change, and elevation. Talk a little bit about what that has done for you while I'm reading your energy over here.
Okay, you know what, Miss Blue? I'm going to tell you exactly what you asked me. And I might ask you to repeat one or two questions, but let me tell you this. Ever since January, you gave me some clues. You told me about kangaroos. You told me about Australian. And I said, you know what? I always wanted an Australian man, but I knew they ain't had nothing to do with it, But I said, she told me, a lot of stuff that was actually true. How would this lady know me? You didn't know me back then, but you told me to do some homework. Look up baby kangaroos. you also told me look up something. It's something about Australian.
Yes.
And I never figured that one out. Okay. But other than that, basically what I had to do was work for myself, work towards myself, within myself.
Yes.
Mentally.
Yes.
Because a lot of things that I go through, other people, it's the same thing everybody else goes through, Ms. Blue. But they don't feel like I might feel the same way as they do in that particular situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you can care for someone, but if they went on, because y'all wasn't on good terms, I don't care if that meant for my mom,
Right. Right.
But it goes from my mom to my husband. But either way, when you get through, you still have feelings for this person.
That's right. That's right.
Even though everything wasn't on the right level.
That's right.
But you still went through a struggle with these people.
That's right.
And like my kids, I have wonderful kids.
Yes.
But it seemed like it's a struggle with them too. Mm-hmm. They're good.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like a battle working with, the world in them too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I thank you so much for giving that peek of insight.
But, Ms. Blue,
yes.
you have, I'm not going to say you diluted me, because no, you did nothing but concentrated me, okay? Now, here's the thing. When I say dilute, that means it makes me take a second look at myself before I take a reaction at the first step.
Got it. Yes.
And then that seems to me at the end make me feel weak. Don't get me wrong, even though I know I'm not weak.
Oh, yeah.
But it makes me second guess myself. It makes me, But I know I'm doing the right thing. But, when you know that you are the I am of whatever you claim to be.
Yes.
I'm just saying, I know I should be that, but then, it seems like I'm Jesus on the cross.
Well,
getting all types of
here is the thing, and I want to kind of go back, because if not my memory, but kind of what my memory is reading is that I gave you an Akashic record reading in the midst of giving you a reading. And some of those things came up were related to Australia in that place. I don't remember the situation, but I know it was dealing with family issues. It was dealing with relationship issues, and in that way. And what I'm here to tell you is that, yes, you have been doing the work, and the work is showing up for you. And yes, it might have been very hard to hear those things that I was saying to you. And that is never my intent, to make it hard or to put you in a place to second guess yourself or whatever. But it is a place to...
Oh, no, you helped me. You helped me. No, you didn't make me second guess myself. You made me want to check myself.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah. Well, I definitely want to do that, because it's never my intention for the latter. But this is what I want to say. Your energy looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Here's what I would say. If I could give you anything, because keep doing what you're doing, is to recognize, I want you to recognize this, because you said something that I've just been in some heavy studying with. And you said, I feel like I'm Jesus on the cross. Now, let me tell you about that statement, because that's a very powerful statement. But this is what I want you to understand about that statement, about that symbolism of being Jesus on the cross. When you start to feel like you're Jesus on the cross, this is you saying that you are not empowered. You have surrendered your power, and you have now become the martyr. You have become the martyr.
That's right.
You understand? See, I want you to understand, and this is no attack on...
That's exactly what I feel like.
Yeah, no attack on anyone's faith. But I want you to understand it from this way. That whole symbolism of Jesus on the cross is to let you know that you have the power. That symbolism, if you can take away anything, is to let you know that no one ever has to get on the cross again. And I'm going to go in the text version of how you're interpreting this, or how I'm picking up you're interpreting this, is that
Please help me.
Jesus got on the cross so no one else will never get on the cross. So if you're on the cross, it's useless. It's useless.
Amen.
Because that's been done. You don't have to sacrifice your
Amen.
life. You don't have to be a martyr. You don't have to give up your will. Nothing is requiring you to do that. But what it is requiring you to do is to make sure you are invested in loving yourself to the point that you can come face to face with God. And the only way you can do that is by going within. We talked about this in a Astro Magic talk on Clubhouse, where this same subject sort of came up then. And I explained about a Bible verse where it talked about how, I believe it was Daniel, came face to face with God in a city called Pineal, which is really the pineal gland. See, this is about you raising your consciousness and your frequency and your understanding of who you are in this life. Because if you are going with, and we're going to go with your version, that you are made in the image of God, then that
I am the I am.
Right. So if you are the I am that I am, then you would know you have no damn business getting up on a damn cross. See, we have to stop being a contradiction to words that we don't understand the meaning, or the meaning no longer reigns true to where our consciousness is. Because you can get on a cross any day of the week. If you want to get on a cross, you can get on there. But I promise you, nothing will come to save you, because you've already been saved.
Okay, thank you. Amen. Girl, you better talk. Talk to us.
So I just need you to make sure you are conscious of the words that you're speaking out of your mouth. And if you find yourself in the position where you feel like you're the victim, then what I want you to do is stop for just a moment. Just stop for a moment and begin to start asking yourself some questions. The number one question is, why am I here? And when I say here, I'm not talking about a physical space, even though it may be a physical space. I'm talking about asking, why am I here? Why am I in this situation when I'm thinking of myself as being powerless, as being helpless, as everyone taking advantage of me? Why am I here? And when you begin to start asking yourself that question, you will get an answer. And that answer is because somewhere you have turned over your will, which that is never required. It's not required to be a mother. It's not required to be a father. It's not required to be a lover. It's not required to be a daughter. It's not required to be a son. It's not required to be a friend. Nowhere are you required to sacrifice yourself to your detriment in order for someone else to live. It's not required. Amen. So if there's anything that I would give you, is that just like you wash and you shampoo your hair, or as you shampoo your hair and condition your hair, you need to work on conditioning your mind. And that's what's coming up for you right now. What's coming up for you right now is, what do you need to let go of? You need to let go of the fact that you got to get on anybody's cross. Cross is a symbolism for being at a crossroads. That means that there is a decision that you have to make and that you cannot backtrack on. You can't say, I'm going to go left and then turn around. No, you have to move forward. So whenever you feel like you're on that
raise
cross.
my hand, Ms.Blue.
Yes. Go ahead.
Speaking on, because I love my kids.
Of course.
And they're good kids.
Okay. All kids are
But
good.
don't get me wrong, they have some sideways too.
Of course.
But just like they might think their mom has some crossways and sideways too. But here's the thing. When you know that you're doing your everything so your kids won't go the wrong way, and they don't want to listen to you, but they listen to others, what would you do?
Well, first of all, there's no such thing as doing everything, but I understand what you mean. You're being an amazing mother. You're doing everything so your kids won't go the wrong way. Then they're making their own choices and their own decisions. They are doing that. And your role would be to be able to let them know, I'm going to let you know X, Y, and Z, but when you do this, I want you to know I'm not standing by that. That's not what I'm going to stand by.
Okay. Amen.
That's it. And here's
Amen.
the other thing. Having children doesn't mean when they get to the age where they're able to make their own decisions and choices, it doesn't mean you control them. Because see, if you've done everything that you can, then you would not be afraid of what they're going to do when they get out in the world.
And guess what, Blue? Miss Blue, I sleep real good at night.
Good.
Regardless of what they do, even if I try to tell them what to do is right or what not to do that will be wrong, I still sleep good at night because I told them.
Yeah.
They can go through an issue, and I might be in a deep sleep, and they can't contact me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know why? Because I did my part.
That's right. And
you ignored me when you asked for guidance. But when I gave you guidance,
you didn't listen.
You heard it, but you didn't hear it.
And that's okay, because sometimes as adults, we don't listen. So it's really, I understand you're using the word
and that's
listen.
how I understand them.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Make sure you're supporting good young adult behavior. Because see, when you support bad adult behavior, then you're a part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're supporting good adult behavior, you good. But yeah.
Because their little peers try to get them into foolishness.
Well, here's
Blue, you got the older people get them into foolishness.
Here's the thing. No one can get you into foolishness unless you're about foolishness.
You're right.
See, we got to take responsibility.
Yeah, unless you're about it.
Nobody can get you into foolishness. Now, maybe one time. One or two, because you're going to be a fool. Maybe 1 or 2 times. Yeah, we'll say that. Yeah, we'll say that.
We contradicting ourselves.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not a contradiction. 1 or 2 times we may do that and make a mistake, and it's okay. You understand what I'm saying? But no one can get you into anything. Everyone is operating in free will. And if you have certain values, if you have certain things that you live by, and if these children are old enough to be on their own, but they're still living with you and they're not living by that, then maybe it could be time to have another conversation.
Well, let me ask you, 27 and 29, what do you think?
It depends.
It's another time for a different conversation.
It depends, because truth be told, some people...
Yeah, and it really does.
...really are not mature in their mind. Their age may be very mature, but maybe not their mind. But that doesn't stop you. That doesn't stop you as having rules and guidelines. And letting them know that when you violate these rules and guidelines... I'm not going to tell you what you're.
It's still.
I'm not going.
You.
I'm not going.
No,
I'm not going to
you know
tell
what?
you what
I'm glad you said it just that way, because I feel that way. Ms.Blue, you know, I wish you was my sister. I can call you anytime I want
you
to.
listen. You just did. But you listen.
Right now,
you just did. But you know what you need.
I'm trying to get it set up where I can get all my email and stuff set up.
Listen,
because I'm going through, new technology and stuff.
Listen to me really quick. What you also have to do is, I want to take you back to what you first said. I know I am a good mother. Then let them live. Stop trying to win every battle. Let them live. Trust that what you've shown them, what you've taught them, how you've led by example, that they will figure it out. Trust that.
I hope so, Ms.Blue.
No. You can't, no. No hoping. No hoping. You got to know that.
Yeah, it will be.
That's right.
I know it will be, Ms.Blue.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my struggle. Here's my tug of war.
And then we got to go.
When you have other people intervening,
it doesn't matter.
And then they think they got the better parts of my children.
It doesn't matter. No one can get the better part of a mother's love. No one. And if someone thinks they can,
I'm glad you said that. That used to be the name of my daycare.
If someone thinks they can, they are fooling themselves. They're fooling themselves.
Okay.
No one can replace a mother's love. I don't care who they are or what they think they're doing. They never can.
Thank you.
All right. Well, there you go. And by the way, your energy.
Wait a minute, Ms.Blue.
Yes.
Other people have been taking your time, so I'm going to ask you for like 3 or 5 minutes more of your time.
No, ma'am.
And I know.
No, ma'am.
People, please forgive me.
No. You can't. See, this is how you got to talk to your children. No. I love you, but no. We got to go. I have given you what you need, and I'm giving you more than that. Your energy looks amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. Trust that your children know the right thing to do.
None of my spiritual guys want to talk to me?
No, ma'am. I don't care if they do want to talk to you. We are done. See, I'm showing you how you got to do your kids. No means no. And I love you, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. So peace and love. Ciao.
Me too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, I love you guys. We get real-time lessons here on Planet Remix. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 2163. 2163, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Hello. Greetings. Who's on the line, please?
Hi, I'm calling from Ohio. My name's Carrie.
Okay, greetings. Wait a minute. Carrie, like the movie, I like the Carrie. Carrie.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm talking to you. I'm like, wait, did you say my number?
Yes. Well, welcome in. Is this your first time? Is this your first time calling in?
Yes, it's my first time.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, let me give you some sparkles. And there you go.
Thank you. Okay, Ms.Blue. I have a question. So, I've been seeing a lot of sevens, like 77, 77, 77. And so I know it has to be a message.
Let me ask you a question. When are you seeing these sevens?
It's honestly at random times. Like, I'll be driving, and the car in front of me, the license plate would be 7777. Right now, the weather on my phone is saying 77 degrees. Like, everything is just 77, 7777.
Well, that's a beautiful...
I open a book, and I'm on page... Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful It's a beautiful symbol. Whenever numbers are speaking to us, it's the universe's way of really letting you know that you're in alignment. So that number 7, because we're in a universal year of 7. And this month, September, is a universal number. Even though it's the 9th month, it's really a universal month of 7. So right there we have the year. It's a 7, and now September is a universal month of 7. So if you take 9 plus 7, it equals 16, and 1 plus 6 equals 7. And of course, the year, 2 plus 2 plus 3 equals 7. So this code of 7 itself, it really is a very spiritual number. It's one of the more spiritual numbers there is. It also symbolizes like a lightning rod. Like, you ever seen lightning, and it goes from the ground all the way up into the sky. So it's about your intuition coming online. So it enhances your intuition. It also really brings us into this energy that has to do with water. So if you have a lot of water element in your chart, or if you're a water sign such as Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, you're going to often find this energy. It's sort of this water sort of grand trine, this energy. It's highly intuitive, right? And it harmonizes these energies together. So it really enhances your your sensories. Like, I call it your spider senses,
Spider
that's
sense.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's about spirituality. But more importantly, when you see this 7, it also reminds you that you need to take some time out. You need to slow down, and you need to go back. I talked about this at the beginning of the show, and make sure you're listening to your silence. You're listening in silence, and you're listening to your silence. Like, how well can you listen to your silence? And so these 7s are here to remind you of that, of this energy, the creativity, deep feelings, the spiritual side of yourself. And right now you're on a quest. And that quest that you're currently on right now is a quest for truth. You're looking for what is the truth.
Yes. Yes.
So the 7s are,
I am.
Yep. So the 7s are here to really remind you of all of these things. But more importantly, I tell people what's important. If you see a number that your frequency is on, that you're vibrating on, and this whole month is about this energy, because of that 9 energy in September is about frequency. It's about vibrations. It's about harmonizing. It's about pulling things together. So when you see this, think about, what were you thinking? What were you feeling right before the 7s showed up? Because there is a message.
Well, honestly, right now, I'm really, I start nursing school next month. So it's just been a lot going on in my brain,
Well, good.
preparing for that, knowing if I'm going to, make it through. I heard it's hard. So it's just been a lot on my mind, and wondering if this is the right journey track for me, because I'm taking a lot of different, educational paths, and then I'll drop out, change my mind. So I'm like, is this really it? Is nursing it for me?
When you say,
that could be one
is it for you? I will tell you, the minute you told me about nursing, your energy really didn't go up. It didn't. Now, it doesn't mean that when you say it for me, what do you mean? Like, I'm going to do this and that's going to be it for life? Like, who wants that with anything?
Yeah.
But I can honestly tell you that it doesn't seem like your energy is going up. You're always free to do whatever you want. You have your own free will. This is just what I'm picking up, that this is not what you want to do. I feel like it is something that if you do this, there are some benefits. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do something to receive the benefits of doing it, but I know that you're interested in helping people. You're interested in, you're not just interested in helping people, you're also interested in helping people heal, because much of your life has been surrounded by people in your childhood who passed away or succumbed to certain illness. And so you've always been very curious about how can you, one, prevent yourself from going through these things, and two, how can you help others? I think you should really explore some of the things you've already studied, some of the classes you've already taken, and really ask yourself, what are you really afraid of? Why are you so afraid of taking a chance on yourself? What is it that is holding you back for real?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I became an esthetician a few years ago. I give massages and facials and things like that. But, it's just not steady enough. So that's why I'm pursuing nursing. So whenever it gets too low, I can have something, stable to fall back on.
But do you love it?
Well, I don't know yet.
No.
I don't know yet.
No. Do you love it? When you think about being a nurse, do you love it?
Yes, I love the lifestyle can bring me being more comfortable.
So,
and I love being able to help people.
Okay, but and here's something, no judgment. You said you love the lifestyle. What does that mean?
Well, and not having to ever worry about money. Nurses make good money. So,
but
the stability of it.
You do know that you do know there's some nurses that's not making good money right now, right?
Yeah, but mostly they're not too bad.
I would encourage you to take some time and figure out what your soul really calls you to do. And it's nothing wrong with wanting to have a particular lifestyle. What I would say to you is that you can have that lifestyle doing what you love. Because if you think that you're going to get there by doing something you're not totally in love with, it can be pretty challenging. I'm not going to say it's not going to be impossible, but it can be very challenging. And this is the reason why the questions are really coming up, because you are questioning whether or not. I would encourage you to do some research and find out what sector of nursing you would love to go into. So you can put something else on the table, because money is nothing but energy. And so because money is energy, it can only flow from an original source. And the original source cannot be money. It has to be what money can buy. It has to be what is behind the money. And if you don't put a solid foundation behind the money, then you perhaps will become one of those nurses that compromises, that does things you shouldn't do for the love of the money. So it's nothing wrong with wanting a lifestyle. It's nothing wrong with wanting to be able to take vacations and go where you want. It's nothing wrong with saying you want a house and you want to acquire certain things in there. Nothing is wrong with money. But where this whole concept of money comes from is that it has to be grounded in something, because money is just energy. And it's only going to flow as good as the source that it is coming from. So if you are not in love with what you're doing, it is not going to open up that source for you. Get it? So do the research, because nursing fields have so many different modalities now, more than ever on the planet. And I want you to research what area, what section of a nurse do you want to be? Do you want to be a traveling nurse? Do you want to specialize working with elderly? Do you want to specialize working with a doctor who is a holistic doctor that does something that's a little bit more kind of balance in the world? Or do you want to work in a specialty field? I want you to research so you can fall in love with the nurse that you're studying to be, to get you to that lifestyle and that life that you know you were born to live. That's how you overcome that.
Okay.
All right?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I have one more question.
Well, I don't know about one more. Hold on. I don't know about one more question, because I'm going to honestly tell you, and you get to do what you want. You didn't really receive that well, and I'm okay with that. So
I received it well. I'm thinking. Trust me, I'm thinking.
Yeah, but your I'm not going by what you said. I'm talking about how your energy dipped down. So what I'm here to tell you is you don't never have to listen to anything Miss Blue says. You're always free to do whatever you like. Whatever you like. That's anybody. So just remember that. You never have to do what anyone says.
Right.
Yeah. So what's your other question?
Well, I just wanted a body scan. I believe I may be pregnant. I missed my period, so.
I don't actually see any babies at this time, but I could be wrong, but no babies popped out for me. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with give it about 8 days and see if your cycle comes on. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Peace and love. Hold the line.
Peace and love.
Yeah, because I would love it when the babies pop out. But I didn't see a baby. I didn't. But who knows? Maybe one was tucked away in there. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 7067. 7067, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. 70.
Hey, how you doing, Ms.Blue?
Hello, greetings. Who's on the line, please?
Hey.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is Reggie.
Oh, hi, Reggie. Hold on one second. I want to say thank you to I Am Malachi for the super chat donation. Peace and love. Thank you for that. I just didn't want to forget. And you said Reggie is on the line. Hi, Reggie. Where are you calling from?
Yes, ma'am. Hey, how you doing? Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Go ahead.
That's okay. I said, where are you calling from?
Oh, I'm calling from Arizona.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. So were you a part of any of the flooding? Did you guys get the floods? No, that's in Vegas.
No, man, we didn't get any floods. No, man, not that I know. We got a lot of heat, but not
yeah, I'm thinking about Las Vegas, not Arizona. My bad,
yes,
my bad. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. What about you, Ms. Blue?
I can't complain. I can't. I'm doing amazing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I'm doing good. I'm in high vibes.
That's good. Got you. Yes, ma'am. As always. But I spoke with you last month, actually. And I was getting ready.
Hopefully it was helpful.
I don't know if you remember, I was looking for the place and you told me, you was like, you get that place and you make sure you sign that paperwork and confirm that place.
I think I do very vaguely remember. I said, I hope it was good. It was good. How are things going?
Oh yeah. I signed it. I moved in, everything. But I kind of ran into some things that it's not really bad. I don't feel bad about it. I don't know whether to ask about that or just get an energy scan.
Well,
maybe.
I would say ask your question. We can do that. Yeah, I know y'all like me to just go in y'all bodies and scan y'all.
Okay, got you. So So I'm in a situation, right? Well, not a bad situation, but I remember you told me about the 18-wheeler. And so had been dealing with my job and things, and I guess it didn't necessarily work out like I thought it would. And but the thing about it, the tipping on the iceberg was the 18-wheeler, and it was kind of crazy, kind of like it kind of sideswiped me a little bit, and that was like the icing on the cake with the job. So I was like, and then you said somebody would come and help me. And somebody did give me a proposition, and I'm in the middle of that right now. So I guess my question would be, what should I look forward to from here?
So talk to me. I want you to go back and tell me about this job situation and what happened.
So was dealing with the job, and I was taking up a lot of my time, and
your job was taking up a lot of your time.
Yeah, but I mean, from taking time from other things that I needed to do, as far as like work on, I say balance, work on the spiritual side of things, or whatever. And
wait. Hold on.
Yes.
I want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. So your job was taking up too much of your time.
No, that wasn't. It was, but that wasn't the real reason.
Because
that wasn't the real reason
you was
why.
working on spiritual stuff?
No, ma'am.
Because I was getting ready to say, Reggie, I know you didn't just say that.
Nah, no, ma'am.
Okay.
It was taking up a lot of my time.
That was close.
But the reason...
That was close. That was close, Reggie.
It was... Yes, ma'am. But it was taking up a lot of my time, but it wasn't because of that. I didn't get let go because of that.
Taking up a lot of your time because you were supposed to be doing what?
Doing, I guess, working on. I guess work on my business. I was coming. I just heard the girl a while ago saying that she was seeing numbers and stuff, and I had been seeing numbers the whole time while I was at the job because I drive, and I used to see the 7s, the 8s.
Let's do this.
All the numbers.
I don't want to cut you off, but we are limited on time, and I do want to get as many people, and I want to help you. So let me ask you this question, Reggie. Why did you get let go of your job? Why did they let you go? Because this is clear they let you go.
Yes, it says performance issues.
Now,
yes.
Here's the thing. Now, you said the job was interfering you working on your business. The job was taking up too much time to interfere. Okay, that's fine. So now you have all of this time. How's the business?
Hello?
Yeah, I said, now that you have all of this time, how's your business?
Well, I did get that proposition, like you said, from a while ago, and I had just been kind of studying and working on that as well. I got some things I have to send off as well, but also I'm still in the midst of, I guess, not really worrying because I feel like everything is going to be all right, but I'm still being proactive about the situation as well.
How are you doing that? How are you being proactive?
Definitely, doing what I need to do, maybe to find another job, or if that's the way I need to go, trying to do that, working on the business as well, meditating, here and there as well, try to get some clarity on what I need to do or why this situation came up.
Okay.
Because it feels like a cycle.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think possibly, and I'm just putting this question out there for you, Reggie, do you think possibly you might have misstepped too soon of thinking the job was getting in the way of helping you get to where you need to be?
Say that one more time, Ms. Blue. I'm sorry. I know we got time.
Oh, that's okay. No. I just let me.
I was mistaken of.
Do you think you could have possibly been wrong about the job was hindering you from getting your business and doing what you wanted to do?
To be honest, I don't think it was necessarily hindering me. It did help me get to where I am now.
Right.
So I don't think it was hindering, but it was taking up a lot of my time, I would think.
Okay, so stop right there. Stop right there. We're making great progress, Reggie. Okay, so we're clear that this job was not the right job. We're clear. You're good with that. This wasn't the right job. You're good with that.
It was a cool job.
No.
I don't think it was the right job.
Hold on. Yeah, we're not dressing it up. This was not the right job. That's how you feel?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So now that you have all of this time, what have you been doing with the business? Because if the job was not the right fit and it was taking up too much time and it was stopping you from moving forward, now that you have all of this time and opportunity, what are you doing? And where is the business now?
This situation just recently happened, but it's not where I want it to be.
Why not?
It's actually just
stop right there. Why? No. Why not?
I want to answer this question honestly. Maybe because I haven't been working on it. This is the second business that I have. The first business was related to my first job. The job that I just recently had. This is a new business that I've been working on, and I've just been studying different herbs and things, putting together different mixtures and stuff like that.
So you're doing something totally new now.
Yes.
But this is where you're committed and where you're passionate at doing it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
For the most part. I'm not totally sure, but for the most part.
Wait. I need you to be all in on something. This is a part of your problem. You're afraid to commit. I'm not saying you got to stay with it for the rest of your life, but you got to be at this point, you don't really have a choice. You got to be all in, or we go back to a job taking up too much time and we never get the business. And so we never get to that joyful spot. We never hit that sweet spot. We never be happy and content in our lives. So this is the time that I need you to be all in. So either this is a business that you're all in on or you're not.
I'm all in.
Okay, perfect. Now that you're all in, just look for a job that's just going to pay your bills, that you ain't got to commit to full time until you get your business running. You don't have to be in charge. It could be at Starbucks. It could be working at the stock room in the middle of the night, just enough to pay your bills so you can do the studies, do the research, and get to where you need to be. Let me tell you why. Because unless you have some other way or some other means of taking care of your physical responsibilities while being on planet Earth, you're going to run into some major problems. Sometimes we have to do things that may not be as exciting as what we love in the beginning to get us to where we want to be. And even in things that we love, there will be difficult and challenging times that you just can't go by how you feel, because you may not always feel like doing it. But if you are committed to something greater than just the moment, it will carry you through. There are times that I don't feel like doing Planet Remix. I don't feel like doing the behind the scenes work. I just want to show up like, ta-da! But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. There's other things that I have to do. There's other responsibilities that I have to take care of before I come on here and we get together. That's a part of growing up. That's a part of realizing when we say do something that makes you feel good, it is not just about you feeling good all the time. This is why we call it the work. And sometimes that work is so rewarding. Well, all the time it's so rewarding. It's so satisfying. But how satisfying would this work be if I'm doing this and everything else is falling apart? My relationships with my children is falling apart. My relationship on my job. I can't pay my light bill. I don't have food in my kitchen to eat. I don't have clothes to wear. I don't have a phone that I can call. How satisfying would it be to only have it come this far? Or I got to argue every time I get off of here because the people who live with me don't support me because they're saying you're not making any money. You're not you're not helping us. All you're doing is in there and you're just talking to people and you're just doing. How would that work? It wouldn't.
It wouldn't. You're right. Yes, ma'am.
You need harmony. A big part of us being on planet Earth is that we came here to make a physical impact. And there are some agreements we have entered into in being here. And if you want to have those things, because you can elect to not have them, and many have, then exchange of energy in the form of money, shelter, food, water, these things we put into our plan to have a part of. So what I'm trying to tell you is in a perfect world, or maybe your perfect world, you don't have to worry about nothing. You just sit down and say, today I want to be a herbalist, and you study to be a herbalist, and you don't worry about anything. And you can do that. And there are people who went that route. But I'm here to tell you, as my daddy told me, you wasn't built like that. Because if you was, you know what you would be saying to me? I may be homeless right now, but guess what? I'm working on this herbalist thing, and I know this is it. And I'm not telling you to go be homeless. What I'm telling you is you got to understand what works for you and what you need and make a good decision based off of that. We have to use both hemispheres, not just our right hemisphere. We got to use our left hemisphere. So the superconscious can come online and say, you know what? Okay, we realize that job ain't the right job for us. So now our next step is to find what is the right job to support us while you explore what you really want to do. And guess what that might mean? That might mean that I got to work a 40-hour week, take a nap on my day off, and get my ass up and stay up till 4 a.m. doing research on what I love. And quite frankly, I'm going to tell you, you can do this, and I know you can, but you want to be too comfortable doing this. And I'm going to tell you something. Luxury comes with a price. Luxury comes with a price. And I'm not talking about physical luxury so much as I'm talking about the luxury to say, I'm going to ignore all of this shit happening in my world. But then when I can't do the things that I want, I'm lost. It doesn't work that way. You are just as powerful in your creativity and in your spirituality as you are in your manifestation. And if you buckle down in this time, because you have nothing but room and opportunity to stay up, study what you need to study, work on what you need to work on, and get that business up and running. So you got to ask yourself, what is holding me back? Or am I just afraid of how great I truly can be all by myself? What is it? Do I think the only way you can make money is if someone else's name is on the check and it doesn't say from Reggie? What are you worth? That's what I want you to explore tonight before you go to sleep, is to sit down with a piece of paper and write, what am I worth? What am I worth? And if you can go on a job, I don't care if it was there a week or 2 weeks, and you could let somebody work you to the point where you know that is standing in your way. You telling me you can't work that hard for you? You can't stay up that hard for you? You can't tune out your distractions long enough for you? Of course you can. Of course you can. You can do it. Of course you can. What is stopping you? Nothing is stopping you. The only thing that's in your way right now, I want you to see, Reggie, is you. You really have solved the problem. And now you're looking for another problem. And what I'm telling you is you are the solution. Get to work. Get that one product. Get to work. What you know and feel it can do for you and your spirit and your soul, get to work. And then start putting it out there for other people to be a part of and say, hey, I want you to sample this. Hey, I need you to do this. Look, the samples are $3, $4, $2. Take them $2, $3, $4. Flip them. Take that. Make a bigger batch. Go from there. Improve the formula. Keep researching. Keep working at it. Put all of your love, put all of your joy into that. Into it. And do it. If you do nothing, you have your answer. If you do nothing, then yes, you need to get out here and you need to go find another job. But you haven't really given yourself a chance. And that's what you're hearing in my voice. I need you to ask yourself, why won't I give me a chance? You're willing to give a stranger on the street a chance. Why aren't you willing to give Reggie a chance? What's the worst that can happen? You got to go find a job? That's too easy. So why don't you use this time and do what you know you can do and give yourself a chance?
Yes, ma'am.
I know you can do it.
Yes, ma'am. I know I can too. What you said, it just really spoke. It spoke volumes, especially when you said it. Because I used to be on the job, and I ain't trying to take up everybody's time, but I used to be on the job. And I just like, man, I'm working all these hours. I was working like 50 plus hours a week. I'm like, I'm working all these hours I can't put in for myself. When I go home, I don't have no time and energy left for myself. And I was staying up late at night, early in the morning.
Yes.
Researching and stuff and doing this. But it's like I can really put that time into myself. Like, why can't I do that?
That's right.
What you just said, it really, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Just use it. And I love what Gratitude Goddess said. There's nothing wrong with working a job. Absolutely. There is nothing wrong with working a job. Nothing. Absolutely nothing wrong with working a job. But if that is not what your spirit is calling you to do, and it's calling you to do something else, and you have been put in the position where you can do it, hey, green light means go. Go do it. Go do it. Yeah. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to give you some sparkles.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So there you go. And we're excited to hear about what you're coming up with. So please come back and let us know.
Yes, ma'am. And I know you got to go, Ms.Blue, but I just want to tell you, I really appreciate, you pouring into me. I ain't never felt like that. Nobody poured into me like that. But I really appreciate you and you using your gifts and everything. I just really appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome. I don't do appreciate, but I'm going to take it from you, Reggie. I'm going to take it from you.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Peace and love. We love you. Make sure you come back and let us know how things are going. And remember what I said. You already know what to do. Use this time wisely and go for it. You have all the support of the universe behind you. This is the time. If there was ever a time, this is the time to go all in. To go all in and do it.
Gotcha.
All right?
Gotcha.
All right. Peace and love.
Thank you, Ms. Blue.
You're welcome. Hold the line.
Peace. Yes.
Such a learning call. Such a learning call for all of us right now. Such a learning call. And I just want to say thank you to the brother Reggie for holding that space for all of us. Because I know I've certainly been in that space before. And who knows? Maybe in another lifetime, maybe there again. Maybe. We don't know, right? But we get to learn from each other. And that's the beauty of us coming together. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 9088. 9088. Who's on the line, please?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh my goodness. Do you know this is my second time on your radio, and both times you pick my call and I get nervous. I always know you're going to call me. What the heck?
I love that. That means you know your magic. And that's what that means.
Last time I was going crazy because I wanted you to tell me my purpose and you freaking wouldn't.
Oh, really? Well, tell us who's on the line. Leave it to that Miss Blue. Never do what we want her to do.
Oh. Hi, my name is Tazara.
What is it? Say it one more time.
Tazara.
I think I do remember your name because I know I asked you, what does it mean?
Yes. I don't remember, but yeah. I think it was like one other person named Zara in the chat or something like that last time.
Well, nice to have you come back again. I trust that me not answering your question was good, or whatever I helped you with was good for you. So, yeah.
Yes, you guys gave me some great advice to.
Ooh, we don't give advice.
I didn't think
advice.
I had.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Nothing. Go ahead.
You guys were helping me out, letting me know I needed to let go, and I'm definitely in a different space completely than what I was before. So I want to thank you guys for that one. I do have my questions again prepared.
Okay.
Last time I was asking you my gifts, you were telling me, I think you said clairsentient or something like that, clairaudient. And I do believe, I still haven't even tapped into them, but I do believe I'm clairaudient. And I was trying to figure out, I've looked it up on Google, I've done a lot of things, I'm getting into meditations and stuff like that. But the farthest I've gotten was just like heavy ringing constantly all the time. And I'm trying to figure out, is it other ways that I'm like I can tap into it, or like is that all it is and I'm just thinking too deep into it? Like
No. I want to take you back to what you just said. When you said this is my second time calling in, and both times when I called in, I knew that you were going to pick me. See, that right there is showing that your Claire is on board. That your Claire is on board. The clairaudience, you could hear it. You could literally hear it. And it may not be the same kind of hearing, but you could literally internally hear that you were going to be next. So that's a part of that, So I think you're overthinking it, thinking that when someone says you're clairaudience or clairsentience, or here's the truth. Once you become one of the clairs, one is going to be stronger than the other. But the truth is, the more you continuously work with that clair, all of them are going to come online. So sometimes you may hear things, sometimes you may feel things, sometimes you may see things, sometimes you may sense things of all of the different clairs. You may just have this inner knowing of things. They all will start to come online for you. But how you begin to use that, it's a little bit more relaxed than what you're doing. It's in your everyday things that you do. So you can start out by saying, if your phone rings without looking at it, try to see who's going to call. That's one way you can do it, right? You could do that.
Okay.
You can use it. I want you to have fun with this in the beginning. And the reason I say that is because I think sometimes we spook ourselves out with something that's very natural, something that's intuitive inside of us instantly. Before you ask a question, kind of ask yourself that question. That's one of the ways to begin to do it. And of course, there's other exercises. I've taught classes in this, and I will be teaching more classes in this. It's more about getting to know you. And the more that you understand you, what are some of the things that you enjoy doing? What are some of the things that make you laugh and happy? What are some of the things you fear, you're kind of scared of? Or what are some of the things you don't like? Believe it or not, there's so many people walking around on this planet and they are clueless about themselves, but they are so worried about everybody else. So focus on getting to know you. Because you're going to notice, just like I'm talking to you now, there's certain parts of your body that is responding to certain words I'm saying based on things that you've experienced and that you know to be true. These are some fun things that you can begin to do. Practice dropping down in your body and just listening to how your body is responding as opposed to what your mind is telling you. Because a lot of times we feel that the intuition, our intuitive sense is in our mind, that our spirit only lives in our mind. And that couldn't be further from the truth.
That's actually crazy because that's one of my questions. My question was how to tap more into, my question is how do I tap more into my heart versus my head? And again, it was because you guys last time told me that I had to let go. And I let go of, obviously, a situation that I was in. And even though I've...
Good for you.
Passed before even though I've emotionally... And, I can't say emotionally. Even though I feel like emotionally I had moved on and mentally moved on, it's like weird. I still feel this pull. And I'm trying to figure out what that is about.
The pull,
I'm trying to figure out how to...
Yeah, the pull is about habit. It's like a river.
Habit.
A river. Do you know that water that runs down your street or your block or in your backyard, that same water trickles itself down and it finds itself back to the river back to the sea back to the ocean? It flows because your energy is used to going in a certain pattern. You're used to feeling a certain way. And all you have to do is remind yourself that not having a connection with a person doesn't mean you have to hate them. It just means that your love for them, your connection with them has evolved to a different level. That's it. That's it. And it's nothing wrong if you find yourself thinking about that person. It's amazing how we do that with people. But do we do that with food? Do you sit there and just, oh man, I had that great sandwich when I was 12, and every day you keep thinking about that great sandwich? If you do, then chances are you'll become a chef and you'll make that sandwich. But if it's something that is not healthy for you, if it's something that is not in alignment for you, then you simply have to recondition your mind to think another way. To know that that's not what we're going to focus on, because that is not healthy for us. That is not in alignment for us. So now we're going to focus on being present, because a big part of this is you not being able to be present in the moment. Because if you're present in the moment, then there's nothing to think about. And you have to remind yourself that the past is already with you and you don't need to spend all day and night thinking about it.
That is very true.
You've already lived it. It's now time to start looking towards the future, not the past.
Okay. And can I get one more question?
You better make it quick, ma'am. Quick, quick, quick.
I feel like my call was the shortest call. But I wanted to know just what is my spirit team trying to communicate with me at this moment? Because I feel like I'm just getting signs out the woodworks, and I just cannot. I even have my own code, and I've been trying to put my codes together, but
yeah,
I don't know if I'm missing a point or something. So yeah,
well,
I'm just trying to get a little extra help with that.
Yeah, everything that I told you and your spirit guides are trying to tell you, please have some fun. Because you're trying to make your mind do this, and your mind doesn't understand this. Your mind is not going to figure this out. So it's only when you're in that state of elevation, of joy, and you're out of your mind that it's going to come to you.
What the heck? I'm sorry, my ear was ringing so loud.
That's fine. You're attuning yourself, and that's fine. Relax. You don't need to do anything to be spiritual. You're already spiritual. Your next steps is not going to be your mind telling you, and you want to figure it out. Slow down. Remember, I told you part of the code is to take some time to slow down, to go within. Relax, enjoy, do something fun, step back a little bit, balance yourself, go for a walk in nature, enjoy the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ms.Blue.
You're so welcome. Peace and love to you.
And I just also want to say thank you for the e-file volume 3. I truly appreciated it, the downloads and the notes and everything like that. That was some amazing stuff.
Oh, beautiful. Yes, that's enough work for you to do right there. There you go. It's a lot. I know you ain't do all of that. Peace and love. Hold the line. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 6303. 6303, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hi, Ms.Blue. It's Jasmine. How are you?
Hey, Priestess Jasmine. How are you?
I am good. I was listening to the first thing you said, and everything makes sense. That this is ascension, and I should have realized that from the beginning, because it's always a rough time for me when I'm dealing with ascension, because everything's so thin. So I think I went back to my old staple of freaking out. So I'm not freaking out anymore.
Well, good.
I hear what you're saying, and I think I was trying to just stay out of everything, but that's not good for someone like me. Like, I need to just be like cleansing more and like doing more
and
as
do
opposed to doing less.
Or here's the other thing. I need you during these times to strengthen your aura. That's it.
Right.
Strengthen your aura.
Which is more cleansing, more connecting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. just strengthen your aura. Once you strengthen your aura, you won't feel it, or recognize you're feeling it. I'm gonna give you an example, Priestess Jasmine. It's like driving in the car and you look over on the side, and let's say you go past all these trees. So you're like, oh, look at the trees, but you're driving in the car and you're going about 60, 70 miles an hour. Then all of a sudden you keep going and you see these people fighting and you go, oh, look at them. They over there fighting, but you're still moving.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go up a little further and you see a fruit stand and you say, oh, wow, look at them. They got some beautiful fruit on the side of the road. Wow, look at that. And you're still going because you have your destination you're going to, and you recognize these are things that you just are witnessing. It's not a part of you.
Yeah, see, I'm not, this is like at the beginning where like I'm hearing more thoughts, I'm reading more minds, I'm having more mediumship, I'm more, like everything is just coming in and it's just so much, and I think I just wasn't prepared. So yeah, I think that's a really good way of looking at it. Like I just have to stay in the car.
Yeah, and then here's the thing, and sometimes if the energy is so intense for you, then it's time to just make sure you're not doing any of that work. See, we got to know, like there's certain things Ms.Blue don't F with. I'm not doing it.
That's the thing. I don't want to do it anymore. Well, yeah, I don't want to get back there.
So here's the thing.
It's too scary. I don't want to do it.
I'm not scared. I just choose not to do it. Someone else can do that. There's plenty of people on the planet. If they want to get down into that, they can do it. I choose not to. But it's your personal choice. And at any time, you can make it stop. And that's what I need you to be that empowered to know. You can make it stop. No one can make me hear some shit I don't want to hear. Whether you seen or unseen. No.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I have to make more of a conscious choice. Like all these things are coming in. And I'm like, I'm okay with the increased mediumship. I'm okay with the increased energy. I'm not okay hearing a lot of those low vibrational thoughts and energies.
So here's the thing.
I don't care. It's not something I'm going to do.
Only way that those thoughts can come in is if you let them. This is what I'm trying to tell you. That's the only way. Mm-hmm. They can't come in. If you're wired to let them come in, they can come in. But if that door is closed, they can't get in. You can't hear them.
So I need to elevate more. So I need to ground, really cleanse, and just focus on higher vibrations.
Mm-hmm. Me and you are going to talk. It's a little different than that, but those steps are priestess steps. Just holler at me when you get some time. I'm going to show you how to strengthen your aura so that you ain't got to do all of that, because that's way too much work that you got to do.
Can I ask you one question about my daughter? Because so my everything came in when I had her, and I know that she's special, and I've really, I've been taking care of her and doing the best. And it's not actually so much me; it's more her. That because I'm not, like, I know what works for me, but she's so little, and she's always done her own thing. So now she's like coming to me, and I just, like, literally last night I stayed up all night just holding her, like the entire night.
Yeah,
it was so scary.
Yeah, and I know that can be, but this
her.
No, you're not failing her, not at all. But we're gonna talk.
But I help everyone, and I can't help my own daughter.
Of course you can. Of course you can. But I will tell you this, children, and you know this because you got an origin baby, she can feed off of your energy. Yeah. You ain't got to tell her nothing. And so she just can pick that up. And so it's just about really sharing with her how you can assist her. And it's okay to have a scary night. And I'm going to tell you that because I have told you guys year after year after year, I was the scariest damn child on earth. You know how many nights my mama had to come in my room? She she had to come in my room and hold me and my daddy and my brother. Listen, a many of damn nights because I was so scary. I'm not talking about scary like, oh, I'm scared. No, I'm talking about out of my mind like hold on a second, Blue.
I know.
That kind of scary.
It's like I'm waiting for like the report card because it's like every night I was like, okay, how was your stay? You know, and I'm trying not to say anything. I mean, like yesterday I was like, I'm done.
Number one thing
I was like,
number one thing I will tell you, I wish I had when I was a child. You need to have the goddess Rainwater make her a dream catcher. Let me tell you, Rain is magical. Get with Rain. Tell her Ms.Blue sent you. You're not going to get a discount or anything, but she will.
I don't care.
She will make sure that all of Rain's magical tools are so powerful. Get with Rain. Have her make you a dream catcher. She's going to ask you some questions. What do you need it for? Tell her, it's for your daughter. Tell her it's for those things. And even if you want to get one from the house, she can do that as well. And she will make a dream. Rain. On Instagram, she's, let me see what her name is here. She's under Raindrop, but it's Ka Goddess. She goes by Ka. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to send you her page on
okay, I appreciate
Instagram. That. Okay.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a look at it.
And it's called, it's called the
through.
Shop Ka Raindrops Art. And just let her know. And that's for all of you guys. If you want, she makes the best dream catchers. All of her products, everything I get from Rain, everything she's ever sent me is amazing. And really will help you with filtering out the energies of dreams, lower thoughts.
I haven't had to do that in years. I'm just out of practice.
Well, no. You're not out of practice. It has nothing to do with being out of practice. None. No. Has nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing. Nothing to do with being out of practice. You're not out of practice at all. None. You're in practice.
So this is just a change.
You're not out of.
So I mean, I do it for a living, and then I take a week off of vacation, and this is what I get.
Well, listen, you're not out of practice at all. The main thing is just a little tweaking here or there, and it's okay. Sometimes we have those little moments like that build strength. To see that we can make it through to the next day. So I wouldn't feed that much into it, of that. A lot of times children, it's been a lot of things going on with the planet, with the weather. Everyone's been emailing me about their children lately and about dreams and about them being upset. This has a lot to do with just the energy on the planet. And so we don't need to take them into dark, spooky places when that may not be where they're even at.
Okay. I'm just she finally got fairy wings, so she's been using those, and, I'm just, cleansing, but I'll do some more.
Yeah, and don't make her feel like she needs to be cleansed or everything needs to get out. That's not true. There's nothing that can hurt her. So the reassurance needs to be that mommy has protected the house in this space. And so whatever you're seeing, it's like going to the museum and seeing the shark in the tank. He can't get you.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I told her. I was like, nothing can touch you.
That's right.
I mean, she's sleeping in the bed right next to me, so nothing can touch her. I mean, eventually she needs to go back to her own room.
Yeah.
But
And
now.
of course, kids are
Right up under me.
Yeah, they're smart enough too. They gonna play on that. All I gotta do is say I'm scared. I get to sleep in here. I'm just
Well, that's the
saying.
thing. I'm like, are you still?
I'm
Still? I was like, my God, I sound like just
I'm
think
just
of you.
saying.
Still?
So that's why I'm telling you, just don't feed all of this extra energy into it. Because I promise you, I'm not picking that up. And you know I would tell you. Nah.
Okay, because it's technically, it's nearly not about me. It's more her. Like, I'm fine. But yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Then.
yeah.
So then we're both fine. We're both fine. We need to
That's
keep
right.
doing what we're doing.
That's
Understand
right. That's
This
it.
is a shift.
All right, Priestess
I mean,
Jasmine.
that's fine. Okay, I get it.
We
Thank
will
you. Yeah,
talk,
definitely.
and we
If you-
will-
I'll email you. Reach out to me if there's
Yes.
anything else that you think I should be doing.
Yeah, no, but you're
Okay, I'll do
doing
a lot.
amazing, wonderful. Give my kisses to the baby and to you and the whole family. You guys
I will.
are fine. You're perfect. Hold the line. Yeah,
Okay, thank
you're welcome. Peace and love. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 7132. 7132, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. Seven one three two. Going once. Going twice. Gone. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 8508. 8508. You're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hi, Ms.Blue. This is Janae from Tallahassee, Florida.
Greetings, you said Janae?
Janae, yes.
Greetings, Janae. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good to talk to you.
You too. Is this your first time? No, huh?
No, this is my second time, but it's been a really long time.
Oh.
Really long time since
Okay.
I talked to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how can I help?
Well, honestly, I just want to call in just for you to just send like positive vibes and love and light towards my way. I don't really have specific questions, but I know just right now my life is, it's a little troubled. Just undecisive and trying to figure out what's next in my life as far as like the next step taken with my career, me wanting to move to another state, and my love life, just, me in general. I just want to send you to send positive vibes my way. That's,
Well, there you go. I am sending them your way. I am sending them your way. All your way. Well, there you go. If you don't have a question, I am perfectly fine with that. Positive vibes always. And I will tell you this, you can always come in the Blue Room. It's always positive vibes in there. And the show is, Planet Remix itself is always positive vibes. So, yeah, there you go. And thanks for calling in. How are you holding it down? How's the weather out where you are?
The weather's good, Miss Blue. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I guess, because I'm always nervous on here, I guess I would say I am thinking about moving to Texas next year. I'm just scared to make the move as far as my career, because I'm a nurse, so it was funny that another person got
honey, we need nurses in Texas. Who don't need nurses?
But I don't know. I'm just a very scary person. I just don't know where my life.
So let me ask you a question. What part of Texas are you thinking about moving to?
Dallas.
I think that's not a bad move. I think Dallas is beautiful. Really is.
Yeah. I'm just nervous. I'm a very scary individual. I don't know.
Well, if you're scared, stay at home.
Yeah.
You ain't that scary.
I don't want to.
Okay, well then don't keep saying you scared. Are you trying to convince yourself you scared or what? Because you keep saying, I'm a very scary person. I'm a very scary well, which one is it? You're not scary. Not at all. Of course. I think it would be beautiful. I think you should come and visit, maybe even do some travel nursing and come and visit for a couple of months and work, find you a good place to work and see what harm could it do.
Nothing, honestly.
There
You're
it
right.
is.
I'm always in my own way.
We all are, but that's an excuse too, because you don't get to keep saying you're in your own way and be in your own way.
True. That is true.
You don't get to say I'm in my own way and be in your own way. No, you don't get to say that. You're not in your own way, but I can understand that this is something different. But you know something is calling you. So what made you pick Dallas out of all the places in Texas? Dallas.
Well, honestly, I do have a kid, and I just think that that's a more family-oriented place as far as, compared to other little places around. And it's a hospital that I'm interested in working at that I actually love, and I did some research on. It's a children's hospital, and I just love everything about it. I don't, because I've visited Texas multiple times, but not Dallas, just other cities like Houston and all the party cities. And it didn't feel like home. It didn't feel like home. But I also want to go to a state that's similar to Florida and that will pay nurses well.
Okay. Well, I say that I think it's beautiful that you have a child and you want to do work with children. And I'm just going to tell you, your energy lit up like the 4th of July when you start talking about this hospital and the children and having a beautiful little neighborhood, because you do get to be able to experience that. And Dallas is a place that you can experience that. And it does have, there's pockets of it because it's so spread out that you can have that feel and really that sense of community and togetherness. So it looks good. Green light means go. Listen, I say go for it. I say go and see if you can get a possible way to come and visit the hospital and even possibly see if you can work there for a short period of time and work some things out. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I mean, it's like I already knew this, but I just had to hear somebody say it.
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, hopefully you can be someone's confirmation for them one day, So it's not about, sometimes it's good to get confirmation or to have people that you trust or, people that will hold your best interests and that they can give you some insight that goes beyond the mind and experience, because your experience can only take you so far and the mind sometimes can steer you wrong. So, it's good to get spiritual insight.
Yeah. And I don't want to hold you too long, but I do know one of my fears of moving is being alone, not meeting friends, and not meeting,
Stop it. You stop it. People are going to love you. You already know that. Stop it. You ain't going to be alone. Stop. You're going to have friends. You're going to meet people. You already know that's not true. Now, maybe that was true for you a couple of years ago. That's not true anymore. That's not who you are. Not at all. Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to meet the right people in my life.
Well, that requires something. That requires you being right with you.
Yeah. Yes. You're right. You're right.
That's right. When you love yourself and you're being right with you, you can meet the wrong people, but you don't have to engage the wrong people.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I knew that hit. I know when I hit y'all, because then y'all go from Ms.Blue to yes, ma'am.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm
I really am.
excited
It's like I already
for
knew
you.
this, but like I told you, I
Yeah.
just needed to hear it from someone, and I appreciate you, and I thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Even though y'all know I don't do appreciate, but I let y'all keep saying it. Ain't nobody really asked me lately why you don't do appreciate. But that's okay. That's my own personal thing. Only reason I say that is because you know the difference between somebody saying, "Oh, I appreciate it," and someone saying, "I'm truly thankful for you. I thank you so much. I'm so grateful." It's a big difference. It's all about the sound waves, the frequency, the vibration. It's totally different. But I get it. We grew up saying appreciate.
I did grow up doing that, and I can work on that too.
Well, you don't have to change for me. You ain't got to change for me, but I'm just letting y'all know, like y'all doing y'all, I'm doing me. I don't really do appreciate, but I know that y'all mean it from your heart. I just want to kind of give you some insight because I seek to have meaningful relationships, meaningful, authentic, and honest relationships. And so when I really care for someone, when I really love you and I really am there for you and made a connection, then our language needs to change. I'm not going to tell you what I tell a stranger when they bump into me and say sorry and I say, "Oh, appreciate it." No, it's not the same thing. No, you appreciate. What that mean? No. So when it's someone, when it's someone I really care about and really have a connection with, I'm going to let you know I'm truly thankful. I'm truly grateful for you. And you don't have to say those words, but I'm not going to tell you the same thing when a stranger opens a door. I say, appreciate it. Thanks. Appreciate. No.
I understand that, Ms.Blue. I do. I understand. Perception.
It's just me. It's just, I have my own little quirkiness. I'm not asking you guys to be quirky with me, but I do want to let you know things that are true to me, or else I wouldn't be me. And I lead by that example. That's why I'm telling you, you want to meet good people? Be good to you. You understand? You be good. Be a good friend. Be a good person to connect to. Have real, authentic connections that go deeper than just talking on the surface. Don't have someone feel like they're holding you hostage to their likes, to their love, to their yeses, to their connection. If you don't do what they say, then they ghost you, And because we live in a world where most of our connections will possibly be made through different portals, vortexes such as the internet. Sometimes people will be, sort of bullying in different kinds of ways that maybe they wouldn't do in person, that kind of thing. So meeting people, whether it's online or offline, you still should bring yourself to the table and be authentic in who you are and having real connections. It shouldn't sway one way or the other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, of course, you're going to meet wonderful, great people. And, of course, you're going to meet some people that you're going to have to say no to. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But Dallas is fun. Oh, Dallas is fun. And the Galleria is great. And they have amazing school systems there. And healthcare is great.
It's funny you say that. That's been one of my top, I wouldn't say stressors, but I want my kid in a good, safe environment as far as school. So that gives me joy hearing you say that.
Yeah, but I want you to also know you can find that anywhere you go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You understand? So I understand you want to go there, and I'm not trying to detour you, but I'm also trying to let you know that you can create that space other places. Don't do things out of fear. That's never a good idea. But do it out of that love you spoke about for the community, for that, beautiful hospital that you would love to work in with the children and the work that you want to do and the community you want to build for your child. That's what I want you to focus on.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And it'll take care of the rest. You don't even have to bring that into the equation. Yeah. Yeah. You'll make sure as long as those things are in place, everything else will be in place. Yeah. So everything looks good. I'm excited for you. You'll have to let us know how things go for you.
Yes, I will. I thank you so much.
You're so welcome. See what happens when you open up and ask a question?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So nervous.
I'm just saying. Well, there you go. Peace and love. Thanks for calling in.
All right, thank you.
Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. Let's go to 4805. 4805, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Hello. Greetings. Who's on the line?
This is Elijah. Hey.
Hi, Elijah. Where are you calling
I'm
from?
surprised I'm calling in. Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay, you're calling in from Phoenix, Arizona. I know it's hot.
Yeah.
I love Phoenix.
It is, but there was recently a monsoon, so it's starting to cool the weather down a little bit.
Yes, you guys did have all of that weather with the Phoenix, Arizona, Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you are being safe and all is well. Is this your first time calling in?
No, I've called before.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
two times before.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And so how can I help?
Well, I appreciated that opening message you had. It really resonated with me.
I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm glad you appreciate it, Elijah.
Yeah, it really gave me confirmation because right before you started this live, I was throwing a whole fit about literally the same thing you just, messaged upon,
Mm-hmm.
So it gave me a bit of a confirmation.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, so I just had one question. Recently, I've been, I don't know if it's just what you said with the September energy, Virgo energy upgrade, clearing, the subconscious or clearing things about, yourself or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've been feeling some sort of things, and I was wondering if the things I'm feeling is completely in this life or in a past life.
Mm.
Because I have some feelings, and it's I don't know if I'm proving or if I'm clearing off old stories in my subconscious, but I have deep-rooted things that I feel, but it's not around me physically. You feel me? Or
tell me what you mean.
I don't know if you can. What I mean?
Mm-hmm. Tell me what you mean.
Yeah. So pertaining to recently, pertaining to when it comes to relationships, I'm dwelling on me not having the most positive relationship when it's due to family, or if it's due to, I have on a surface level, good relationship with my family, but I just feel as if I'm the black sheep or felt distant from just people in general,
Right.
I don't know, I just been feeling I don't know, dealing with people, I ignite their demons, or I don't know, just certain stuff going on.
You said people acting like they're demons, you said?
No, I'm just me not able to connect with people. Me not being able to I I don't know.
Well,
Feels
let me
a
say,
relationship
let me
that I feel like I should have.
right.
You feel me?
Well, let me tell you. Yes, I
Yeah.
understand now what you're saying, and I'm going to let you know that you're around the wrong people.
Mhm.
You need to start hanging around people who are into and like some of the things that you like.
Okay.
And this is why you're feeling what you're feeling. You're just not around. You just have not clicked with that, found your sort of your tribe. Of course, Planet Remix, we can say, we're your tribe.
Exactly.
But this is one
exactly.
part of your tribe. But in your day-to-day life, you haven't found your tribe. So what are some of the things that you enjoy doing? What are some of the things that brings you joy, that you do for fun?
Well, I love music.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like every day, I'm playing something. Either if I'm cooking or like
Mm-hmm.
working out, I'm playing something.
So do you go to concerts?
Art.
Do you go
journaling.
to art exhibits? Do you hang around when they're having these different events? Are you showing up for these events? Because this is where you're going to find your groups. You're going to find your soul tribe at that you can connect with to say, hey, there's an art show going on. You want to go hang out? You want to go down there? You want to have lunch? So you have to be about what you say you're about. You can't say you love music, you love this, but you're hanging around people who are not interested in the things that you're interested in.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Yeah.
So that can make us feel kind of lonely. This is where the internet could help you out, because there could be local groups. There could be people who get together and do certain things. If there's concerts and different things that are going on, all of these different things. What I really feel is happening with you is you just haven't explored enough. It's not that you can't connect with people. Of course you can. As far as your family is concerned, well, family is family. And sometimes we don't see things the same way. Sometimes we could all grow up in the same house, have the same parents, live the same life, and all have our own perception of how that went and what that connection is. I think blood is important, but it doesn't override everything. Sometimes that is the only common denominator that there is, period.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's okay.
No, exactly.
You can love them for who they are. That's it. That's it. And now you can go find your soul group. That's why soul groups are so important, to connect with people. If you want to have good friends, then you have to be a good friend. You can't want to have good friends, but you're not a good friend. You got to be a good friend. Be willing to be a good friend, So.
Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So those are some of the things. I think that's it. Find something that you're interested in doing, and, of course, be safe. We always have to think of that when I say be safe and be fun, and find groups and local things that are going on where people are going to be, where things are happening, and make that connection. You like music and concerts? I have never been to a concert and haven't walked away with a whole bunch of numbers of people I connected with at the concert. From laughing in the bathroom about something that happened, from the people standing in front of me, the people standing behind me, always connections.
Okay.
And then tell your spirit guides. You have 17 spirit guides. Tell your spirit guides, hey, look, I'm looking to meet some friends that I can go and do things with. That we have the same interests, and start putting that out there. But if you're doing like Brandy and you're sitting up in your room all day, chances of you meeting somebody, it's going to be slim.
Yeah. No, exactly. Thank you so much.
You're
Yeah.
so welcome.
You said 17 spirit guides too?
Yep, 17 spirit guides. Get into it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you able to like get the name from one? Or
Well, I don't want to spoil it for you because what work would you be doing?
Okay.
And really, spirit guides don't care. They don't. They really don't care what name you call them. That's a human thing. And they're no longer in a body, so they don't care. But what I will say is you can give them a task. You can ask them to help you with something. And when it does, you can ask them to show you a sign or a symbol. And when they show up, you give them a name. And they don't really care what you call them. We're the ones caught up on all of that. They don't care. They don't care.
Okay, thank you. 'Cause I always wonder, I'm like, damn, I don't know y'all name or.
That's okay. You give them a name. You
Yeah.
give them a name. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you so much for that message. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome.
Thank you for starting this live, calling in, giving everybody a chance to just talk. I feel like
Yeah, we need
every
this.
time I hear you on this the radio, it's always like a therapy session. So I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Even though I don't do appreciate, but I love you. But yes. All right. Peace and love. There you go.
All right.
Thank you. Hold the line.
Peace and love.
I love it. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 5109. 5109. I'm trying to get to as many of you guys as possible. 5109. Who's on the line, please?
Hi, my name is Mary.
Mary, why you bugging? Hi, Mary. Where are you calling in from?
California, and I spoke with you a few times.
Okay, well, good. I trust it was helpful for you.
Yes, it was. But I'm sort of like in a dilemma right now. When we first spoke, I was telling you how I was in a dark place, and because I was living in basically a toxic household. I mean, I'm living with family members who they really take me through a lot. And I was telling you how I wanted to move to Las Vegas, and it seems like there's roadblocks. It seems like every time I try to save some money so I can make this move, something happens. So then I'll have to pay to bail it out, or somebody will do damage in my unit and I'll have to pay to get that fixed. And it's just gotten so heavy on me. And it seems like I said, well, maybe I need to get a part-time job, and those checks, I can just put them aside so I can have my first, my last, my security, the money that I'm going to need to make this move. But it seems like there's always roadblocks and hindrances, and the family's like in a turmoil, and we're almost going to get evicted, and it's just craziness. And I don't know if the spirit guides can tell you, okay, don't worry about it. You will find that part-time job. You will move in April, or something that I can just grasp and hold on to, because it seems like I'm just drowning and failing here.
Yeah. Well, let me take
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, let me take a look. Let me take a look and see what I can see, what's going on. Okay, so first of all, I want you to know you're going to make it through this, and you will have an opportunity to move. That's going to come for you. So that's good to know. Second of all, this is what I want, because I see that you're committed to moving, but it doesn't really seem like you're moving. And what I really want you to do is to start packing up your place. Like going through things you need to get rid of. I mean, I really want you, Miss Mary, to get into the motion, so there is no question in anyone's mind that you will be moving.
Okay.
because what's happening, it's kind of like you're moving, but not really. And Spirit is saying it's not exactly time yet. So I want you to trust in the timing and know that things are going right. And I want you to get rid of this thought. And it's easier said than done. It's not that you save money and then every time something good happens, something bad. That's an old program. It's an old program running in your mind that anytime you have money, something bad happens. And I want you to change that. And you can simply change that by saying that next time you get money and you start putting it away, that you know that this money is blessed and it's going to open up a pathway for the future, and know that it will be held in the highest vibration for the greatest good of your move and everything that you're doing. So you're just going to kind of affirm that so you can help reprogram your mind to not think that if I have a little bit of money, it's only because something bad is going to happen, and take that money. The other thing is, I also see that even though you're aware you're moving, and I feel it's a few people, I feel like there's some people there that's not aware that you're attempting to move and want to move. And so you're going to have to make some decisions, because let's say, for instance, if every day you go to throw out some trash, right? Let's say every morning you get up, you go to throw trash out. And the moment you go to throw trash out, there's somebody there to get your trash bag, and they take it and spread it all over the ground. How many days would you keep going to throw the trash out and letting that person take the trash and spreading it all out without saying something or doing something about it?
Well, they all know I'm moving. They
No.
Leave here.
I get it. I get it. Stay with me. But how many days would you let that person do that for you?
Not too many times, I guess, till I get fed up.
And how long do you think it would take you to get fed up?
I'm fed up now.
No. I'm talking about the example I gave you with the trash. How long?
I don't know. What, 5 times maybe? I don't know.
So, and then I want to give you this. And then every day they ring your doorbell and tell you, Miss Mary, come back outside and pick up your trash from off the ground. So you got to go back outside and you got to pick up the trash. Even though you threw it away correctly, someone else came behind you, took it out the trash can and spread it all over the ground.
Well, eventually I'm going to just leave it there. I'm not going to keep going back and picking it up.
Okay. But they're going to blame you for the trash because it's your trash.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just say, I'm not the person throwing the trash down. Someone else is doing it.
Right.
So you wouldn't at some point say, someone else is throwing the trash out and I see them every day that I'm throwing it away. They go take it out and throw it on the ground. You wouldn't tell that person was doing it?
Yes, definitely.
How long would it take you to tell that someone else was doing it?
Well, I tell them every day.
So you would tell them, so the first day, so after you told them the first day and they kept doing it, then what?
I just get frustrated, I guess, and just keep telling them please stop. I mean,
And if they choose not to please stop, then what? Would you go get help? Would you go tell the people who are coming to make you pick up the trash that you're not the one who's doing it, and tell them who was doing it?
yes,
Okay.
definitely.
And so let's say they come and they get this person and they take this person away. How would you feel then?
I'd feel better.
You'd feel
One
better.
of the persons is leaving. They are leaving my household in a couple of weeks, so yeah.
So you'd feel better.
Yeah, a little better.
A little better.
Yeah, because there's one other one that's annoying as hell, too.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
I feel like I need to get away from them. They just don't want to listen. I just want to get out of here.
Mm-hmm. So, is it possible that maybe someone else can take care of them if they can't take care of themselves?
Well, yeah, I mean, they've been warned about ending up out of the household. They've been warned.
By you?
But it seems like they don't hear.
But have they been warned by you?
Yeah, they've been warned by me,
Mm-hmm.
the manager, everybody.
Mm-hmm. So, is it possible that you can pack your stuff and you can just leave?
Yeah, but I have no place to go.
Mm-hmm.
I have no money, no means to do it.
You don't have a family member or someone you can stay with until you get yourself situated?
I don't have anyone. My whole immediate family's already passed away. I don't have anybody.
Mm-hmm.
These are my kids that I'm living with that's doing this to me.
Mm-hmm. And are they old enough to be on their own?
Yeah, they're old enough to be on their own. Like I said, one of them is definitely getting out of here in 2 weeks. The other one keeps saying they're going to leave, but it doesn't look like it. So I don't know.
And is it a way you can go get a place by yourself?
What did you say?
Is it a way that you can get a place by yourself until you're able to leave?
No, I have no means to do that. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. And then when I move, I want to take my youngest with me because he's disabled.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get both of us out of here.
Right. So here's what I would say. You said one of them is going to be leaving in 2 weeks.
Right.
This is what I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on that you keep with your plan to save money, to get yourself situated, to move where you want to move, and also keep other places as an option to move. Keep moving forward in that direction. I want to ask you another question, but is one of them that you're having problems with the person I know?
It's the person that you know?
I said, is one of them.
Oh, you know one of them. Yes, you definitely know one of them.
Mm-hmm. All you have to do is tell them to call me.
Okay. Yeah, you talk to that person all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, to call me. To call me. And, or to email me, and I'll follow up with a call with you all. Send me an email. I'll follow up with a call. Yeah.
Okay. I can do that.
All right. Well, hang in there. You're doing the right thing. And eventually what's going to happen is you're going to have to look out for you. And of course, your son who's not able to look out for himself. And everyone else is going to have to start taking care of themselves. But I want you to start getting the place, because if I'm looking around in your place and I don't get, I'm moving. And I need you to get the place to start looking like you're moving. For real.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to do that.
Well, let me give you some sparkles. Well, there you go.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, I just want to talk to them. I don't want to put no threat. I'm not threatening. I don't want them to think I'm going to do anything. I just really want to talk because I know they have so much love and it's a difficult time. So I can be there to support you guys. So send me an email, send me a phone number and some times that you can be reached and we'll go from there. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Peace and love. All right. Let's go to the next caller calling in from area code 2023. I think that's the number 2023. You're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. (2023) Going once. 2023. Uh-oh. I think something's wrong with their phone. So, hello? All right. So, I think I heard something. Hello? 2023. All right. Okay. So they're not able to get through. Listen, I want to remind you all to have an amazing, wonderful week. Definitely make sure you like the show, pass the show on, all that good jazz. And also, I want to let you all know, please come back and leave a comment. I would love for you all to do that, to share your takeaways or your thoughts, or maybe there was something that stood out to you. Or even if you're listening to this in the future, afterwards, and you have a question, you can leave your question in the comment. We'd love to hear those questions as well. I love you all. Have an amazing, wonderful week. Don't forget to be on that call line, the text line, Planet Remix text line, because I'm going to have something special this week come up. And if you don't have the H2O, the CO2 H2O in the downloads, I want to encourage you to get that energy and to begin to start working with it. We got a lot of exciting things coming up for this month. Please keep loving yourself, keep trusting yourself, and being good to others. And I'm just wishing you all so much love. I sent out some Reiki energy, some healing vibes earlier. I've been sending them out all this week because so many of you have been reaching out. So I'm sending that out. I also want to remind you, if you have any of the digital products, please make sure you go back and leave a review. And also leave a review, leave a review for Planet Remix, wherever you listen, iHeart Radio, Amazon Music, Audible, iTunes, the Google Store, wherever you get your podcasts, and Planet Remix is there. That would mean so much to me for you to do that. Meanwhile, I look forward to connecting with all of you. I'm probably going to hop on Instagram a little later on tonight and just kind of be over there chilling, answering some of your messages and things. And also over on YouTube, as well as email addresses. Responding to some of your emails. Got a lot of things getting ready to come up this week. But that's going to do it. We're going to get ready to get out of here. I have enjoyed every freaking moment that we have spent together. I love you so much, Soul Family. Have an amazing, wonderful week. Let me know how you are tuning in, how you are knowing your magic. Want to give a big shout out to all of our moderators. Lola Falana, Brother Lance, and Mr. Dante, sending the moderators so much love and so much light. And to each and every single one of you, self-invested, stand up. We will be diving in a little later in this month to the self-invested workshop, amongst other things. So peace and love, Soul Family. Ciao.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.